Right off the bat, I apologize if the audio on this one sounds a little weird. My mic has been acting kind of weird lately. So, just a quick disclaimer. Welcome back to Bald Music Review, where we like to talk about music sometimes. In this fateful episode, we are going to be ranking the Fleet Foxes' discography, specifically the albums from worst to best. Pretty self-explanatory. There's no preamble necessary. I don't even need to be talking right now. Let's hop right into it. Waiting inside a fire. Yeah, I just recently saw Fleet Foxes live, and it was the Shore tour, and all of these songs sounded amazing live. And to be completely honest, Shore is a really strong album. It is a really good album. It sees Fleet Foxes experimenting with some new sounds and tricks and gimmicks, and it honestly sounds the least like a Fleet Foxes record, even though it definitely sounds like a Fleet Foxes record. It's hard to describe. They just take some risks on this album. They try some new things, a little bit of musical experimentation, and I don't think that all of that was actually in their best interest, stepping outside of their comfort zone. This is a band that has really honed in to their comfort zone with their first two albums. They really kind of stayed the same almost musically and didn't stray the second album didn't stray too far from the first album musically. And then the third album was just extremely ambitious, and well, we're about to talk about it. Crack Up is a darn good album. It's extremely good. I don't remember exactly what year this was released, 2018, I think it was. 2018, I think, or 2017. If I had known about this album, the truth is I've been sleeping on this album before I started listening to a bunch of Fleet Foxes for the concert. If I was listening to this album, it would definitely be in my top 10 of whatever year it was released, or in the honorable mentions at least, because this album is crazy. Super lush, beautiful, fully textured music that was just crafted so immaculately to create these really long songs, these really massive soundscapes and vibes and world building in music, bro. That's what's going on here, and I kind of absolutely love it. It's crazy that I like the next two albums even more. If I know only one thing, it's that everything that I see. Yeah, my second favorite is Helplessness Blues, an album that digs into this existential dread of being a millennial or whatever, while also just sounding amazing and being an amazing album, with amazing songs, just consistently really, really great track for track. Yeah, it's just a matter of personal preference between this and my number one, because I think both of these are truly amazing albums, and I just so happen to like the number one a little bit better. You will lift his body from the shore and bring him home. Oliver James. And the number one, of course, is the debut album. Guys, this is one of my favorite debut albums of all time. I need to do that video, my favorite debut albums. This is one of my favorite debut albums of all time. It's also one of my favorite albums from the 2000s. It's also just one of my favorite albums of all time. I love the Fleet Foxes self-titled album. All the songs on here are bangers, even the slow ones. Some of the songs on here will take their time. And all of the lyrical content, all of the musical content is just so well crafted. All the songs are so well written, so well performed vocally. Father John Misty is the freaking drummer on this album. Somebody told me that he's also the drummer on Helplessness Blues, but I don't know that for sure. I know that he was the drummer for the band on this album. And I love Father John Misty. You guys know I love Father John Misty. I'll do my Father John Misty albums ranked in the description. But anyway, guys, the debut album is an album to behold It's a classic. It kicked off this amazing band and laid the groundwork for every album that came after it. And there's a lot of bands who have imitated this album, and to like popularity, to like financial gain, but nothing comes close to the Fleet Foxes debut album, in my opinion, out of all these imitations. I'm afraid that's all I have for you guys today. I'm curious to know how you would rank the albums. What are some of your favorites? What are some of your least favorites? You guys can just let me know down in the description. Also, have a great rest of your day.